Good afternoon and welcome to Saturday afternoon West Catholic League football from Brady Family Stadium in San Mateo. It's the host Serra Padres going up against the St. Ignatius Wildcats. Hello everyone, Pat O'Rourke with you. Pleased to bring you this tilt over Bay Area Sports TV. My partner is Stephen Shea. The Wildcats and the Padres both come in with 1-3 records, both playing their second West Catholic League game. The Padres last week were a 41-6 winner in San Jose against Valley Christian. St. Ignatius fell at home to Mitty 37-23. And Serra looking to go to 2-0 in league after that rigorous non-league schedule, rigorous to say the least. Losses to Folsom, De La Salle, St. John Bosco. They played the number one team in the country, St. John Bosco, down in Southern California before league play began. Before that, they played the top two teams in Northern California in De La Salle and Folsom. And they lose those non-league games, but now they go into the conference schedule. After a win over Valley Christian, they try to go to 2-0 in league today. So, Shay, what about as far as the Padres? I mean, obviously they took some hits in the non-league schedule, tough schedule. Patrick Walsh even said, not afraid of embracing pain and using it to get better, and that's something that seems like it made them better for that Valley Christian game. Valley Christian might be a little down this year, but that's an impressive win on the road to win that game by 35 points.
Well, I don't think anybody, like you said, Pat, has had a tougher start to a season as far as the scheduling was concerned. I mean, Patrick Walsh did not shy away from taking on the toughest teams in California, and I think that's going to benefit Serra in the long run. Serra's looking to try to make a great run here in league and have a chance to play for maybe a championship against Reardon at the end of the year. So that's probably the goal here right now.
Yeah, they got a very real chance to win out in league heading into that Reardon game. That's on November 7th, the final game of the year. But of course, it's not that easy in the West Catholic League, and it won't be easy today. Even though St. Ignatius comes in 1-3, and they're kind of in a transition year after a terrific team they had last year, where they won the CCS Open Division Championship. They went 10-3, their first CCS title since 2012, and lost a lot of guys from that team. 5 first-team West Catholic League players, 3 second-team All-League players, and 4 honorable mention players, all graduated, and that doesn't even count losing their head coach, Lenny Vandermod, who's now down at Santa Margarita being the top assistant for head coach Carson Palmer. They lost to his son, who went down there as well as another good lineman from that team, Manoa Falpusa, who's committed to the University of Arizona. So they lost a lot of talent from that CCS Open Division Championship team. When you bring it into this year, they've played a tough schedule as well. Not as tough as Serra, but they lose to San Marin. Akalani's
really good.
They lost that one. That was a close game, 42-35. And last week, Mitty handed it to them. And Mitty, as we talked about with Coach Walsh before the game today, I mean, they're very, very much improved. I mean, Mitty is a team that also is going to be looking to knock off Serra when they play in a few weeks down in San Jose. So that's something that to keep in mind as far as St. Ignatius. Yes, they're 1-3, and it seems as a transition year, but they're a team that's had a big win against Serra when they played in the Sunset last year, and obviously this could make their season with a win today.
Yeah, Coach Walsh was really, kind of keying on some of these slot receivers that SI has. They can get loose and get open. They can cause problems and keep the chains moving, and so Serra today is going to be really trying to, keep the young quarterback staff for SI in check, put a lot of pressure and bring a lot of pressure on the young quarterback staff of SI. But SI's alumni, like we were talking before, is legendary in San Francisco. So a lot of people watching this game, SI Serra, they go at it in every sport, and so this is exciting today to have a primetime game, SI Serra. Really looking forward to it.
These schools first met 70 years ago, 1955. This is the 60th all-time meeting between the programs.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Loving God, first and foremost, we give you thanks for the chance to gather on this beautiful day to watch SI and Serra in this great game of football. We ask you to bless the entire community of St. Ignatius, the entire community of Serra, especially the players, coaches, and all those associated with the team. We ask you to bless the officials. And on today, the feast of St. Francis, a man dedicated to peace, Once this rivalry is over and the field is cleared and the scoreboard is turned off, may we as Wildcats and Padres do the work that St. Francis started, spreading peace, spreading love, and spreading justice into a world in desperate need. Guide us, love us, and protect us always in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Mr. Joe Murphy, the Padre Pepe.
And we'll be ready to go here very shortly. The Padres and the Wildcats is second weekend of West Catholic League play. Some scores from last night. Reardon, 56-30 win over Sacred Heart Cathedral. Of course, the Padres match up with them at the end of the year. Mitty, 32-7 victory over Valley Christian. And St. Francis gets their first win of the year as they beat Bellarmine 56-17. Serra playing their first home game in almost a month. September 6th against De La Salle was the last time they were home. You see the coaches there, Patrick Walsh and the head coach of St. Ignatius, Jawan Lawson. Patrick Walsh in his 25th season in charge, 202 career wins. Won the West Catholic League Championship 10 times, 7 CCS championships. They were the 2017 Division II AA state champions. And before he took over, Serra had not won the West Catholic League since 1972. They've won it 10 times with him in charge. And you got Jawan Lawson, the young coach at St. Ignatius. He's in his first year in charge, taking over, as we mentioned, for Lenny Vandermeid, who went down to Santa Margarita. And this is going to be a transition year, and it got even tougher for Coach Lawson in his first year in charge when they lost their quarterback, Caden Afsharipur, in the second game of the season. So they've played tough teams, as we mentioned. San Marino and Akalani is very good teams, and Mitty, as we mentioned, is a real upstart team. We saw them last year here at Brady Family Stadium and talked to their head coach, Danny Sullivan. We could see that resurgence was about to happen with Mitty, and it looks like it is happening as Mitty won their second league game last night. They're now 2-0 in league play. So St. Ignatius after that Mitty loss, kicking off to the Padres. Padres are without Giovanni Henley today. Unfortunately, he is unavailable for them, and that's, of course, one of their better players. This kickoff goes out of bounds inside the 5-yard line from Thomas McKeon, and it will be a procedure penalty against the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's going to give some really good starting field position here for the Padres. Padres are going to come out. If you haven't seen the Padres play yet, they spread it around. They'll throw it out to the edges with some quick screen passes. They've got Singleton, who is just electric at running back. They might be making him kick it again here, which I have not seen him do before.
Yeah, they're going to make him go 5 yards back and kick it again. Charlie Walsh back to return for the Padres. Also, you've got Malachi Delfoe back to return as well. We saw him have a good return earlier this year in a game against Folsom, the opener for Serra.
Yeah, and we've seen Charlie Walsh take it to the house on quick screen action. He's electric too, so watch out.
Short kickoff. And it's going to be returned by Jace Cannon, the up man, as he takes it past the 30-yard line and will be tackled by a host of white shirts. So Serra offense will take the field here after a 41-point outburst at Valley Christian last week.
Just who you want to see, 6'4", 200 pounds coming up the field. Yeah, so here we go. First and 10 here for the Padres. So
Charlie Walsh, Brody Smith, receivers to the left side. The aforementioned Cannon and H-back on the left side. You got Isaiah Singleton, the running back. William Orr getting the start at quarterback after playing well last week. He throws the swing pass to Charlie Walsh. Walsh gets tackled past the 35-yard line. Stop made by Serra's St. Ignatius middle linebacker, Charlie Ball.
Yeah, Charlie Walsh he's shifty. You'll see him here. He's trying to figure out where if he's going to bust it up here inside. He doesn't, and well, actually he did. He was thinking about taking that inside lane, and that allowed the linebacker to get to him.
Singleton lined up behind the freshman William Orr, 6'2", 200-pounder, takes the snap, and he'll hand off to Singleton. Singleton tries to make a move in the hole, but he gets wrapped up quickly by the Wildcats. Matthew Brusso, 6'3", 225-pound senior, in on the tackle for SI.
Yeah, number 22 for SI. You see him all over the tape. He's everywhere for them on defense.
Get a look at the Padre starters. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the home team. Singleton, the deep back. Orr takes his snap behind center of 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. And he fakes it one way, hands off to Walsh. Walsh coming our way, past the 40 to 45, steps out of bounds, shy of the 50, but enough for a Padre first down.
God, he was really coming to the edge there at full speed. Here he is coming right into your TV living room. If he can just keep his balance here, he might take that to the house. He was flying there.
Pickup of 10, the 10th carry of the season for Walsh. Now 10 carries, 44 yards for the receiver, who also has 12 catches for 175 yards this season. There's Orr, the freshman quarterback. 4 of 9, 142 yards and a touchdown last week against Valley Christian. He'll hand off Singleton. Singleton gets it right to midfield after he was first grabbed by Tucker Jones.
Nice job by SI on these first 2 Singleton touches. They've not let him really get through the main line of scrimmage, and if he does, watch out, because he is a strong runner. He's got great balance, and he stays on his feet and always seems to fall forward for a couple yards.
218 yards rushing for Singleton this year coming into today. 2nd down and 8, the ball right at midfield. Orr with trips to his left, throws that direction. Walsh with blockers in front, takes it up the sideline again, inside Wildcat territory.
Yeah, Charlie Walsh getting a lot of activity here early. We talked about at the start, Padres like to throw this type of action often. They'll just sling it out to the edge. And right now you got somebody who's electric who can test your DBs, and if you can get by them, they can go for big yardage, and you'll see that a lot today.
Walsh had a 54-yard catch last week against Valley Christian, averaging 14.6 yards per catch on the year. Here's Orr trying to run it himself. Evades one man, but then gets tackled in the backfield. Nice play made by St. Ignatius' Zooey Shelton.
How about that? I like that name. Zooey Shelton comes up and gets a shoestring tackle. Great play. Here's the replay.
Shelton, good two-way player, 5'11", 195-pound senior. Actually 5'8", 160-pound senior.
Yeah, great play there. He sat down there and waited for the running back to try to get back out to the outside and said, I don't think so.
We'll see him on offense as well. 4th and 6, Serra looking like they're going for it here from the Wildcat 48. Orr takes the snap. He's going to run for it, and he's going to have a big hole. And finally upended at the 35-yard line, taken down by Jack Farrell. First down run for William Orr.
Here he is dropping back, the freshman. He's probably a little in shock that literally no one is around him, and he's got one guy to beat, and they just both run straight into each other. So Great play there for Serra. Nice play call by the offensive coordinator.
Pick up a 14 on that 4th down and 6. Singleton, the deep back, lined up behind Orr. 2 receivers to the right, ball in the near hash. Brody Smith, the lone receiver to the left. And fake to Singleton. Orr with plenty of time to throw across the middle of the field. He's got Walsh, who can't make the catch. He tried to go up there with his right hand and pull that one in, but he couldn't quite do so. A couple Wildcats back on coverage, but the Padres had a chance for a touchdown here at the start.
Yeah, I think if Charlie keeps running there, he kind of holds up. We were watching Orr before the game, and he can really sling the football. Charlie got held up here. We're not seeing where the end play is, so.
Incompletion brings up 2nd down. The Padres started at their 33. The freshman takes a snap and hands off Singleton. Singleton looking for space again between the tackles, and SI doing a good job bottling him up to this point as Ty Hicks makes a stop. Hicks, a really good player on this Wildcat team, makes a tackle after just about 1.5 yards.
Yeah, big 77 for SI. He's tough. He's staying in there and fighting. Him and 66 are just staying in there and really kind of securing that center of that line of scrimmage.
It's Jonah Chavez and Matthew Brusso for St. Ignatius. It's 3rd down and 8 outside the 32-yard line. Serra's got a great kicker, so this is field goal range for them. 2 receivers each side. SI bringing some pressure here. Orr hangs in there, downfield, he finds Cannon, and Cannon makes a terrific catch in traffic inside the SI 10-yard line.
What a grab. I mean, you always teach the kids to go up there and snag it with the hands, and wow, what a catch. Here's the replay. Hopefully we'll get to see the catch. The beautiful touch pass down the sideline in traffic, unbelievable catch, and able to take it all the way to the ground. Great play for the Padres.
Terrific play in traffic, sets up 1st down and goal from the 7-yard line, and they're going to give it to Singleton. Out of that double wing set, he's able to break through the line of scrimmage and take it down to the inside the 5.
Yeah, and that's what he does. I mean, he just falls forward for 3 or 4 yards. He almost got all the way loose there. Lucky to get him to the ground, or else that was going to be a touchdown. Singleton really tough to get to the ground.
Looks like they'll mark him at the 3, so it's 2nd down and goal for the Padres, and we're going to get a timeout on the field called by the Wildcats. Serra, very good opening drive, started at their own 33. They're now at the St. Ignatius 3-yard line.
Yeah, really fun to see how they've mixed it up, and they have not been afraid. They come out with the freshman quarterback, and they are throwing the football down the field. The back-to-back, throwing it all the way down to the 1-yard line, not able to hook up with Charlie Walsh, and then coming right back and able to hook up with Chase Cannon for an unbelievable touch pass on the sideline, setting him up here to be right in a mode to get a little early score here for the Padres.
See Patrick Walsh in there talking to his team. 25th season in charge, looking to take that winning percentage back over 700. Padres, what a tough schedule to open the year. Folsom, De La Salle, and St. John Bosco. And the win against Valley Christian last week, and now trying to beat SI today.
I was talking to the Padre fans. A lot of them didn't realize Coach Walsh is a legendary running back from De La Salle.
Here are the Padres running to the right side, looking for the corner, get into the end zone. Touchdown, Andrew Takapadolo gets into the end zone for Serra, and they take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, nice play call again by the offensive coordinator. Coming together, everybody's thinking they're going to push this right up the middle with the big back, and they sprint it out to the edge. Really blocked well here out on the edge by the Padres. Is able to slip that contact, and he gets all the way in for the touchdown.
Andrew Takapatoa with the touchdown run for Serra. His 15th carry of the season, his first touchdown of the year. And now you've got Saul Marks to kick this extra point. One of the very best kickers in the country. In fact, he's ranked as the 9th best kicker in the country coming into this year. He's already set a school record for field goal try this year, and he makes this one to make it 7-0 Serra.
Yeah, ask Folsom what they think of Saul Marks. Last year he went up there to start off the season, no time left on the clock, and hit a 37-yarder to shut the lights out on the season opening game against Folsom. And we've watched him hit some long field goals already here on this field this year. He is impressive to watch.
Yeah, he had made a 53-yarder. That was the school record against Folsom. The only missed field goal he has this year was blocked. He's also good, as you'll see, on these touchbacks. 13 of his 18 kickoffs has gone for touchbacks. Serra just went 12 plays, 67 yards in 5 minutes and 7 seconds. Andrew Takapatolo with the 3-yard touchdown run to give the Padres the early lead. And they're very hungry for this one. It was a tough loss last year in the Sunset when SI rallied for a 21-20 win against the Padres. Serra had won 4 straight meetings and 17 of 18 before that SI win last year.
You see SI defense huddled over there looking. They have to be proud of how they stopped the run game, except for the one draw play. But other than that, they did nice on the run.
Marks, usually automatic, and he kicks it out of the end zone. So we'll get our first look at the St. Ignatius offense. The Serra defense, you see the defensive line, Musich, Haimuli, Peyton Thomas, Taupaki Latu, CJ Aho, a freshman, getting a start at linebacker. Again, the Padres without Giovanni Henley. Dylan Medina, the terrific middle linebacker for Serra. Cornell James had a pick 6 last week for Serra.
Yeah, Modena 0 and number 10 Tuafu. I mean, they are fun to watch play football.
This defense had 2 pick 6s last week against Valley Christian. And SI will hand the ball off over the left side in the first carry of the game for Luke Triboulet, a 5'6", 145-pound junior, runs it over the left side. And we should mention, the quarterback for SI is Isaac Liu, the freshman to get in his first start today. He was 7 of 8 for 68 yards, a touchdown, and an interception in last week's game against Midi. That's played so well, and he gets the start. Bobby Gomez had been starting for SI after they lost Caden F. Sharipur to injury in the second game of the year. Here's the freshman Liu coming our way. He throws it past short of the marker, but it is caught by Hawks Packard, 6'2", 195-pound sophomore.
Yeah, nice play here for SI. They quickly look out on the edge here. Little out route, about 7 yards, and able to throw a dime right there.
Isaac Liu for SI. Wearing the number 27 is the freshman. He's getting some signals from the bench, including his head coach, Jawan Lawson.
Let's see, 2 freshmen starting at the varsity level.
Yes, in the West Catholic League, as they try to set up a short pass. That's caught by Triboulet out of the backfield. He's got plenty of room to run. He takes it past the 40-yard line before he was brought down by the free safety, Malachi Talfo'o.
And did he come out of the backfield? I mean, nobody was with him. A blown coverage. You would think a linebacker or safety, someone's got to see him. Number 2 is late coming out, and he just has a ton of room up this left side. And at the end, buckles it up with both hands, and nice play for SI.
17-yard pickup on the reception for Triboulet, his second catch of the year. Liu takes a snap and hands off this time. Triboulet has nowhere to go. He escapes an ankle tackle, but all these blue shirts gain up on him and bring him down in the backfield.
I mean, that's got to be one of the worst things to deal with in sports. I mean, when you get smashed up front, he kept it alive, and I thought he was going to break it outside here, but just could not get away in time, and then it was a blue shirt meeting at the running back.
Triboulet, 5'6", 145-pound junior, came in 290 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns for the Wildcats this year at 52 yards and a score last week against Midi. SI on their first possession of the game were in the opening quarter. Serra just went 12 plays, 67 yards on their first possession. Here's Liu, the freshman, throwing up the left sideline. Not a bad ball, but too far out of the reach and out of bounds as he was looking for the leading receiver on this team, Zooey Shelton.
Yeah, Shelton had him beat. If he could have kept that up the line, that could have been a touchdown.
Yeah, just led him a little too much there. So it's 3rd and 14. SI coming in averaging 32.8 points per game, 313 yards per contest. They start 5 seniors, 5 juniors, and the freshman quarterback, Lou. Lou's got trips to his right side. The lone receiver to the left is Shelton. Handoff, and nowhere to go again for AAA. He is swallowed up in the backfield by the middle linebacker, Dylan Modena.
He was shot out of a cannon. I can't wait to rewatch this. Just times it up. Watch him here. He's going to come right up the middle here of your screen. Oh my gosh, nobody really even put a hand on him. He just came untouched and blew that whole thing up. Great play for the Padres.
So they get that 17-yard pass play to AAA, but don't go anywhere from there. They go backwards, as a matter of fact. So it's 4th and 18. Charlie Walsh back to return the punt. Gabe Moore is the punter for SI, and it is blocked. Taufo got a piece of it. It's going to be Padre football in the red zone as they pounce on top of it. Malachi Taufo with the block kick.
Unbelievable play. Here it is on replay. Couldn't tell who got it.
I think Taufo got it, and then you see in the area trying to scoop it up, but it didn't matter. It was going to be Padre ball anyway. Charlie Musich all over that loose ball.
Great play. SI did not block well there on those last 2 plays. Padres were able to get right up the middle and get tons of pressure right away on the punter. He did not have any time to try to get that off, and big play for the Padres here.
Already up 7-0, a chance to make it a 2-score game here in the first quarter. Along with Stephen Shea, Pat O'Rourke with you, also in our crew, Joseph Garanya, Mark Williams, and our director, Tim Banks. William Orr, the freshman quarterback for Serra, will hand off to Singleton. Singleton, nice hole over the left side. He gets upended by Farrell to the 10.
Nice hit by Farrell. He came in and put him down. Singleton was picking his way. He's a very patient runner. You can see he knows he's already through this middle section. Great play there to get him on the ground.
Might have said Serra was at the 11. They're at the 16-yard line. He picks up 6, so it makes it 2nd down and 4. Orr taking his time here. Will fake the handoff. He throws across the middle, and it is going to be incomplete. There is a penalty marker on the play as Zooey Shelton was the one who almost came up with an interception there, trying to guard Brody Smith. We'll see if they get Shelton for a penalty here.
Yeah, here's the play. It's going to be out on this left edge, and it's happening. Couldn't tell what happened there, if he was tied up or not, but
official will give the signal here.
Defensive pass interference. First down.
So automatic first down for the Padres, and they have first down and goal from the 5 as they go half the distance there on the pass interference penalty by Shelton.
Yeah, and they're bringing in some big 92 in the backfield here.
It's Garner McMahon, or I should say that's Taupaki Latu.
Might be a tush push.
Terrific freshman lineman. They'll hand off Singleton, and he walks into the end zone for the touchdown. Isaiah Singleton's first touchdown run of the year. He scores from 5 yards out, and the Padres have a 2-touchdown lead.
They just followed Big 92 right up that left side. Watch him here. He's going to move over just to the left. Singleton coming right behind him. He's just going to follow him all the way in, and they clear it out. There's nobody touching him in there.
Singleton, a good runner. A little surprised that's his first touchdown run of the year, but he went in very easily, untouched into the end zone as Sal Marks will kick the extra point here. The holder is Kobe Trinidad, the lawn snapper Isaac Josephson. And he boots it through as usual, and it is 14-0 Padres.
Yeah, that almost left the whole park there and went into the street.
So touchdown runs by Andrew Takapatolo as well as Isaiah Singleton to take this early advantage with 2:49 to go in the opening quarter. The 60th all-time meeting between these two schools. Serra 40-18-1 in the previous meetings. As we mentioned, SI won 21-20 last year. Serra has won, even with that SI win last year, Serra's won 17 of the last 19 meetings. The very first meeting was 70 years ago, 1955, a 33-12 St. Ignatius win. They didn't play again until 1967, and now they're playing for the 59th consecutive season. A couple freshman quarterbacks today in this West Catholic League affair, the fourth and final game of week 2 in the West Catholic League as Marks kicks it out of the end zone.
Well, pretty impressive here. Serra's come out and put 2 drives together. Obviously that block punt, but here's where SI's, they showed that they're not afraid with this freshman quarterback to throw the football. They just got to make some progress here. They almost strung a few plays together. So the big possession here for the SI Wildcats.
After that block punt, Serra goes 3 plays, 16 yards in 55 seconds. For that second score, now it's SI's second possession. They got 1 first down in their first possession. Isaac Liu, the quarterback, will hand off Triple A. And Serra, very good defense, brings him down after a minimal gain. Again, that was Dylan Modine, or that was not on, Justin Miller, who came in on the stop.
Yeah, it's going to be tough sledding in the middle here against Serra. They're battle tested right now, and I think you got to try them on the edges, and you got to run those wheel routes and see if you can get stuff down the field right now.
Liu fakes it the handoff this time. He passes across the middle and too high for Farrell. His intended target, Farrell was surrounded by 4 blue shirts.
Yeah, drops back to pass. I agree, Pat. He looked into traffic here. This was a dangerous pass. He's kind of lucky that it was high. There's a lot of blue shirt activity right there.
So 3rd down and 8. SI 1 for 2 on 3rd down to start. Serra brings pressure. They try to set up a screen pass, but it falls incomplete as they're looking for Triple A again with his blockers around him. And just like that, it's a 3 and out and 4th down for SI.
I mean, I like the call. I think, unfortunately, he probably tripped up on his own lineman's foot here. I couldn't tell. Yep, that's exactly what happened, or else he would have had some space there to run. Probably a chance to get the 1st down.
Last time SI punted, Serra blocked it. Walsh with company back to return. He's about at midfield. And back with him is Brody Smith. He returns it from the Serra 49. Inside the SI 40, he takes it before he is brought down by a couple Wildcats, including David Kiernan. Serra already up 2 touchdowns with the football again. Still over 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Along with Stephen Shea, Pat O'Rourke with you from Brady Family Stadium in San Mateo. Pleased to have you with us on this Saturday afternoon. William Orr has engineered 2 touchdown drives. Still expect to maybe see Caleb Bandel, who was the starting quarterback for Serra in the first 4 games. Orr looked terrific last week against Valley Christian, and he earns the start today. And Orr will fake to Singleton. He passes Mateo Gamblin, but SI was all over that. Tackling him immediately was Prince Babalola Buchango.
How about that name?
Word again was complete.
Yeah, you're right, Pat. They were all over this. They saw the screen coming back, and here he comes. SI just wraps that up in 2 seconds. Chase Cannon was running almost wide open down the right side.
Cannon lining up as a tight end on the right side here. He had 3 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown last week against Valley. Here's the handoff to Singleton. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage and then a little bit more.
Yeah, 55, great play for SI. They've got some good interior linemen for SI. They're definitely battling it out right now, trying to keep Singleton from causing trouble in the middle of this line of scrimmage, and they're doing actually a pretty good job.
3rd down and 9 for the Padres. We're in the final minute of the opening quarter. Orr rolling right, looking left. He's going to throw it up top, but falling down the receiver, Brody Smith, and looks like we could have another interference call against SI. The Wildcat defenders can't believe it.
Yeah, I think the Wildcats are wondering if he just fell. I don't know if we can see this in the replay. Right now we're focused on the quarterback, but I couldn't tell if he was tripped there or not.
Zooey Shelton and Luke Vandebroek were the guys on the coverage there for SI. On a 3rd down and 9 play. And they are waving off the flag.
Yeah, that's kind of what...
During the play, we have sideline warning against St. Ignatius. That's their first.
Each side has now had a sideline warning.
St. Ignatius line of scrimmage looks like they're pretty mild over there on the other side.
We told you this is already field goal range for the terrific kicker for Serra, Saul Marks, the senior. 4 of 5 on field goals this year. He has a school record 53-yard field goal to his credit against Folsom. This is going to be from 52 yards out.
Yeah, he's got plenty of leg. He's got great action here. Watch, ball just explodes off his foot.
And Serra is going to use up their first timeout. Still in the first quarter, 45 seconds to go in the opening period. And it is the Padres leading the Wildcats by a 14-0 count.
Padre football brought to you by Celia's Mexican Restaurant with 8 locations in the Bay Area, 2 locations here in San Mateo.
You see Serra, that record, don't be fooled by it. He loses to the #1 team in the country, St. John Bosco, and the #1 team in Northern California, De La Salle, and arguably the #2 team in Northern California, Folsom, of course, reared in a team that might have something to say about Serra. Might be the #2 team in Northern California when it's all said and done.
They scared Folsom. I mean, I can guarantee Folsom came down here thinking this year they were going to definitely have a chance to kind of push it out score-wise, and it was close.
Yes, it was
down the stretch until late, 2 touchdowns late.
Tie game in the final 3 minutes of that contest. So here's Marks. Certainly long enough, and good. What a leg, Saul Marks.
God, I mean, you can hear it from up here. He just pounds the ball. And Saul Marks he should just study the 3 letters NIL.
Terrific kicker for Serra. Again, regarded as one of the top 10 kickers in the country coming into this year, and he hasn't disappointed. 52-yarder there. He's also already made a 53, 40. Last week against Valley Christian, he made 48 and 44-yarders, and clearly that's a big weapon in high school football. Not a lot of programs have good kickers, especially really good kickers like that. So it's 17-0 Padres. They go 3 plays, 1 yard. In a minute and 25 seconds.
Yeah, big kick. I mean, you just don't see high school even setting up for 52 and 53-yard field goals. That's not even an option.
And the kickoff clearly will go out of the end zone, as that one looked like it went through the goalpost.
It did. He just made I don't know, what is that? 70-yarder.
60. Yeah.
70.
70. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
70-yard.
Yeah, that's right.
70-yard field goal if he gets a running start. Someone's going to pay him to play football.
SI gets their third possession here. They have 1 first down on their first 2 possessions against this very good Serra defense. Not an easy task for freshman quarterback Isaac Liu.
Yeah, Isaac's just maybe get him out, move the pocket for him. He's not the biggest guy in the world. Get him all on the edge running and see if he can hook up with a receiver.
Elijah Harris is his back. He fakes to Harris, and on the roll, he throws. Nice pass on target. Zooey Shelton. Shelton forced out of bounds on the far side of the field. Stop made by Cornell James, but not before Shelton gets the first down.
What a play by the freshman, going to his opposite side. Had to settle his feet right here and just throws a dime to Shelton, who is flying up the sideline and almost gets away here. I guess the Padres were waiting on him, but man, what a great play. We were saying, try to get the young quarterback to move around and not be stagnant in that pocket. That's exactly what they did there.
And unfortunately, an injured Padre player on the play. That is Justin Miller.
He's holding his left arm a little.
23-yard pickup for Shelton. With 27 seconds to go in the opening quarter, it is 17-0 Serra after the Saul Marks field goal. Harris in the backfield again with the quarterback Lou, and we have a whistle before the play.
I mean, that was...
Ball start, number 78 on the offense. 5 yards.
Too bad there. SI had a great play called right there. Defensive back was way off of the receiver, and they were able to hook up quickly.
So it makes it 1st and 15 from the SI 38. They'll run it with Harris. And Harris tries to go over the right side, gets a couple of yards before he is stopped by Aaron Mayer. And that should be the final play of the opening quarter. Serra, 17-0 lead over St. Ignatius in this Saturday afternoon. You're watching on Bay Area Sports TV. Two touchdown runs for the Serra Padres, Andrew Takapotolo and Isaiah Singleton. They also have a 52-yard field goal from Saul Marks. They have a 17-0 lead, does Serra. St. Ignatius has a 2nd down and 13 to start the second quarter. And it's the freshman quarterback Lou throwing deep upfield, overshoots his intended target, Ty Hicks.
Yeah, good coverage there by the Padres. They were not going to let Hicks get out loose and out on the edge there on him. So it's pretty impressive that this young freshman has just got the green light to just really fling it downfield, and he's not bashful at all.
3 receivers to the right of Lou. His back Harris to the left. We haven't seen AAA on this possession. the starting running back for SI. Hopefully he's all right. We're going to get another timeout. Serra uses up their second timeout of this first half. We're just underway in the second quarter. Serra 17, St. Ignatius nothing. As you get a look at the Wildcat bench.
Yeah, you could tell the defensive coordinator for Serra was not happy with who showed up out there in the huddle on the field there, and did not want to let SI get a big play on them just because they had the wrong personnel out there. So they decided to call the timeout.
Again, second weekend of West Catholic League play. Last night in conference, Reardon, Mitty, St. Francis all won. So that means Reardon and Mitty are both 2-0 in league, and Serra is trying to join them atop the West Catholic League. Isaac Liu, the quarterback for the Wildcats.
Yeah, they're confused right now.
And we just had movement. And this is going to go against Serra.
Legal substitution. 12 men on the field with Serra, 5 yards.
Yeah,
Remains third down.
Serra's hasn't been able to get the right people on the field here. Now they're matched up right.
Makes it a more manageable third down. 3rd and 8 for Lou. 2 receivers each side of him. SI on their 3rd possession of the contest. Lou slings it, and it's picked off, taken away by Cornell James. He returned an interception back for a touchdown last week against Valley, and he takes it up the left side, and he's going to go the distance again. Another pick 6 for Cornell James. It's all Padres at 23-0.
Holy cow. I mean, what a pick. I mean, I think Lou gets hit as he's throwing, but to take that all the way to the house, he had to manage through some traffic. Actually, he tried to throw that little sidearm action. It got away from him. And the Padres now, watch this return. He takes his time coming up through some traffic here and is able to get all the way through and out to the edge. And SI not able to get out there and stop him. And wow, what a play there for the Padres.
58 yards on that interception return for James, who, like I said, had a 35-yard pick 6 last week against Valley Christian.
James is going to be celebrating tonight.
On his way to West Catholic League All-League honors as Marks boots home the extra point to make it 24-0 Padres.
Yeah, SI is probably in a little bit of a shell shock right now because they felt like after they knew they had lost a lot of great players, and they're down a little this year, but they expect to be gritty and come in here and compete. And right now, down 24-0, this has got to be a little shocking to the system. They need to find a way to put a drive together and put some points on the board.
You got to look at them over there. Head coach Jawan Lawson giving instructions to his team as this has been a rough start for the visitors. Lawson, as I mentioned, he was a terrific high school player. He played at Casa Grande, graduated from there in 2014, and all he did at Casa Grande was throw for 6,277 yards and 63 touchdowns and run for 2,189 yards and 30 touchdowns.
Okay. It's nice to be able to come back to the alumni dinner and throw some stats around the room.
He's taking over for Lenny Vandermeid, who went down to Santa Margarita. Vandermeid, last year's San Francisco Chronicle Coach of the Year, was 17-8 in 2 seasons. Everyone knew this would be a transition year for SI. They lost a lot of talent from last year's CCS Open Championship team, and then things got tougher for Coach Lawson and company when they lose their starting quarterback, Caden Afsharapur, in the second game of the season.
Feel sorry right now for the class of 62 Happiness boys. They must be in shell shock right now for SI.
It's the class of 62. Yeah. And again, as I mentioned, these programs first met up in 1955. They didn't play again until 1967, but they've played every year since. So this is the 59th consecutive season where these teams meet one another.
Yeah, it'll be good to see if right now they got to get on track, see if they can get this ball moving.
Steve Malone is the running back into the game, getting his first carry of the contest, but he's getting wrapped up by Dylan Medina and a couple of other blue shirts.
Yeah. Medina has got DNA for middle linebacker. He gets very excited before the games. He's fired up. Just loves being a middle linebacker.
Came in, 15 solo tackles on the year. Also has an interception and block kick this year, does Medina. 2nd down and 11 to go for the freshman quarterback, Isaac Liu. Looking over to the sideline. Again, he's got Steve Malone in the backfield. AAA started, but we haven't seen AAA at running back the last 2 possessions for SI. They'll fake it to Malone. Try to set up a short pass that is caught by Elijah Farah, the 6'1", 215-pound junior.
Number two just, I don't know if we'll see that replay right there, but
Aaron Mayer.
Mayer comes in. He's reading this as it's kind of a late developing screen, and Mayer's all over it. She was just asking, where do you think you're going? Nowhere.
It's been tough to get yards against this Padre defense. You might be fooled by the scores this year, but Serra's got a really good defense. The pass on the far sideline is complete. There's a good throw by the quarterback, Lou, on the far sideline. He finds his man, Ty Hicks.
I think they got to look for Hicks more often. Hicks is able to get wide open here. Lou sets his feet. He's going to go to Hicks the whole time, and he just throws a laser beam out there. Great play to hook up on a 1st down for the Wildcats.
Actually, they're going to be a yard short of the first, so you got 4th and 1 at your own 29 here. And they're looking like they're going to go for it.
Wow.
With this jumbo set. Lou trying to do a hard, actually they got Gomez back into the game at quarterback, Bobby Gomez. He's the guy that's been starting since Sharapur got hurt in the 2nd game. Gomez gets back under center and he tries to sneak it himself, and Serra trying to push back, and this is going to be close. He needed to get to the 30-yard line, and it's looking like...
Yeah, a lot of pushing and shoving in there, but I think he got it.
The lines judges appear to be standing just shy of the 30. Let's see where they spot this football. If any part of the football is getting to 30, it's a first.
1st down. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know. That's shy. It looks like that's shy of the 30.
They're going to call for the chain game.
Timeout for measurement.
If they don't get this here, Serra, who's already started with the football inside SI territory twice, will have a 3rd chance inside Wildcat territory.
I think he easily got it. It's a really rough spot for him. I mean, he was lying down by the time he was on top of the pile, and he was a yard further than where the ball is marked.
So here comes the chain gang.
Lucky John Gruden's not here with a red flag.
Let's see, they
looks short, way short.
It is short. It's going to be Padre football. Officials still aren't making a ruling here, and there it is. A turnover on downs.
That's too bad. I think that was a bad spot, unfortunately, for SI.
Serra's already started at the Wildcat 16, the Wildcat 36, and now they start just inside the Wildcat 30. Already up 24-0. And Caleb Bandel enters the game at quarterback for the first time for Serra. And he's throwing right away. He finds Walsh. Walsh makes a nice move, turns it up the middle of the field to 20, 15. There he goes, Charlie Walsh into the end zone. Touchdown Padres from 30 yards out. Bandel to Walsh, who does all the work.
God, he stayed so patient there. He took the ball, and he knew that he was going to have to make just the one defender miss, and he did a great job here by just playing it to the inside. He kind of little hesitation move right there. What a great move. And then now he's off to the races. He sees the backer coming at him, and he just sprints him to the corner. Touchdown, Charlie Walsh.
30-yard touchdown catch. We saw his other touchdown catch in the opening game of the season against Folsom. That one went for 80 yards. Big play guy for this Serra team. They're up 31-0, even though they're without top player Giovanni Henley. All Padres, 9:51 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Serra, little kind of flexing right now. I mean, we talked about it at the opening. They like to throw it out on the edges. Today they're throwing it to Charlie Walsh on the edges, and Charlie's really showing that he can be patient, and he's electric out there on the edge. I mean, if he makes one person miss, you are in some deep trouble because he can take it to the house.
They were very disappointed with the way that game ended last year in the Sunset. A big win for SI, 21-20, and Serra looks like that game is still very much on their minds with the way they come out today. They want to make a statement against this Wildcat team, and they have done just that, as we've only played just over 14 minutes of football, and the Padres up 31-0. And it's a big difference in field position. Serra, the last 3 times they've had the football, has started inside Wildcat territory. Meanwhile, SI is guaranteed to start at the 20 every time, because Saul Marks is kicking off.
Oh, that might hang up.
It does bounce shy of the goal line, but goes into the end zone.
Into the end zone. First down, Wildcats at the 20.
Well, it's too bad. I think SI probably. I think they got the first down there. They didn't get the mark they wanted, and Serra wasted no time putting the ball in a dangerous man's hands, and Charlie Walsh, who takes it to the house for a quick 7 points for the Padres. So SI was showing some signs of hooking up on some nice plays the last time they had the ball.
Isaac Liu in that quarterback. He got replaced in that 4th down by Gomez. Now he'll hand off. And this is good, tough running by Steve Malone. It's been tough to get some yards on the ground against this Padre defense. Malone with the best rushing play of the game thus far for SI as he picks up 5.
And 27 for the Padres has just popped off the screen today on defense. He is, I don't know his last name, but he is
Charlie Musich,
yeah,
6'1", 190-pound senior.
God, he's playing great today.
And we have movement up front.
Flags down before the play.
Prior to the snap, false start, the entire left side of the line. Second down.
You don't hear that call very often.
So the entire left side of the line. So the 5-yard first down play essentially wiped out now. Now 2nd down and 10 after the penalty. Here's Malone. Malone met by Aaron Mayer.
Malone, ball carrier. Mayer. Tackler. 3rd down.
And SI in another familiar spot at 3rd and long.
Yeah, they got a lot of room out here on this left side.
Trips to the left of Lou. He's looking that way. It comes back the other way, trying to set up a screen to Malone. Malone with blockers around him. Gets the first down past the 30-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, great play call by SI. They made everybody think they were going to come out here. They went 3 wide on the left-hand side. Lou just gave a quick look over there, knowing he was going to come back to that little screen. Great play by SI to get that first down.
Picks up 13 on the play, does Malone. He came into the game 134 yards rushing on 18 carries. AAA, who's been out of the game for a while, is back into the contest. He has a little bit of a hole over the left side, but then he is met by Tavita Heimuli, 6'3", 250-pound senior, after a 3-yard run. Second and 7 on the play. AAA to the right of Lou. They'll give it to AAA.
That's tough sledding in there. Wow.
Does a good job at least of falling forward, but he was met with a lot of contact by the freshman, Taupaki Latu.
Taupaki Latu lives right there in the middle waiting for contact, and he was not having it.
Football at the 39-yard line.
Oh, yeah. So, Mark, I guess you're getting.
So another third down for SI, 3rd and 5 yards to go. It trips to the left of Lou. And a penalty marker.
Down the field.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 3 on the offense.
Second false start on this possession. It's going to go against Shelton. That just makes things tougher on your freshman quarterback. 3rd and 5 is a lot different than 3rd and 10.
Yeah, they've had some good plays. I think when they get Lou moving out of the edge and not sitting back in the pocket, he seems to loosen up. He makes some really good decisions. Throws the football really well. So let's see what they call here.
Lou looking to his right the whole way. Far sideline. Nice throw and the catch made by Ty Hicks. We saw that earlier on 3rd and 11. They completed it for 10 to come up a yard short of the first down. Here on 3rd and 10, they do get enough for the first down. It's a pickup of 11.
And they know that they're just going to set their feet and fire there because Hicks is able to get open. Runs a nice route there, gets open, and Lou puts it right on him.
Good timing route there. Hicks, first team all-league player last year, at 5 catches, 97 yards last week against Mitty. Here's Shelton rolling our way, trying to set up a sidearm pass. It's complete to Elijah Farah. Farah takes a hit, but he takes it for a first down inside the Serra 45.
That was a collision. Here, watch the sidearm action here. Has to almost fling it behind a defender, and SI's feet gets knocked out, and bam, face mask to face mask. That was a collision right there.
Threw that ball almost like former Giant Tyler Rogers as he was falling backwards, almost underhanded that thing on that sidearm pass to Farah. It picks up 12 yards, and SI for the first time is inside Padre territory. Lou has to avoid the rush. On the run, his pass complete across the middle to Hicks again.
God, he's got great vision. I mean, I don't know if he's going to
sign. And he's keeping his eyes downfield when he's on the move.
He is. Here he is here. I mean, he's a freshman, and he's being rushed, and he's taking his time. And then he goes back across the field, which is usually dangerous, throws a dime. Great play by the freshman.
Pickup of 13, best possession of the day for St. Ignatius. They've had the football for over 4 minutes. They've gone from their 20 to the Serra 30. AAA on the run, but nowhere to go on the sweep. And once again, already having a huge game, freshman Taupaki Latu.
Jeez. I mean, there are some big-time freshman players out on the field on both teams, but this might be the toughest freshman around. I mean, look at the speed that he gets to. Holy cow.
What a year for this freshman campaign for Latu, who's been getting good playing time from the get-go. Coach Walsh and the Padres knew what they had in him, and he is making an impact from that defensive end spot.
And the last thing you want to see is him coming out when it's 3rd down and goal.
He forces a loss of 5 there, so it's 2nd and 15. Lou has a pocket here, but he airmails this pass, and it's incomplete, and he's lucky he overshot R.J. Goldbeck in the Serra secondary, else that would have been an interception.
Yeah, that got away from him there. I think he knew there was some pressure coming onto him. Kind of felt like he needed to get rid of this a little quicker, and he just...
Looking for Hicks.
Oh, he got lucky there. That could have easily been a pick.
So 3rd and 15 for Serra, or for St. Ignatius. They have converted 2 3rd downs on this possession. Trips to the left of Lou. He'll hand off AAA, and AAA gets met immediately by nose tackle Peyton Thomas, and last year's 2nd team West Catholic League player brings him down.
Yeah, it is just really tough to run up the middle of this defense right now. SI's not moving Padres out of the way, and anytime they try it out on the edges or some of this screen action, late screen, they've had way more success than trying to run it up the middle.
Kind of the spot in the field where you got to go for it, even though it's 4th and 13. 3 receivers to the left of Lou. AAA the back to his left. Elijah Farah, Zooey Shelton, and Luke and Jack Farrell are the receivers to the left side. You've got Hicks, the lone receiver, to the right. 4th down play here. Lou steps up. He's going to try to run for it. He's got a 1st down. Inside the 20, he slides down. So the freshman, the alert play there, saw an opening, took it, and they'll move the chains.
Wow. I wonder if he plays point guard too. I mean, look at the vision he has here. I almost thought he was going to sit it down a little too early, but he just gets past the marker. I don't know if he glanced over there or just knew instinctively. Great play by the freshman.
Picks up 15 on 4th and 13. So 2 3rd down conversions and 1 4th down conversion in this possession for SI, which has spanned over 6 minutes. Lou hands it off. This is AAA, and AAA takes Aaron Mayer for a ride for a few yards there, but Mayer all over it.
Yeah, nice ball handling here by Lou, kind of making it look like, look at that. Gives him the ball behind his back. You don't see that very often.
This next play is going to be the 14th play of this possession.
Yeah, I like when they let Lou use his creativity and his feet.
On 2nd and 10, Lou fakes the handoff, rolls to his right side, far sideline, looking for Hicks again, but out of his reach. Coverage on the play from Aiden Labrador, starting corner for Serra.
And I think if Lou keeps that football, he could get out on the corner. He probably gets 5 or 6 yards.
Some special folks we're going to be honoring at halftime, so stick around for that. Also give you a chance to head over to the Gear Gremlin snack bar over there under the tent on the scoreboard end of the field. Or back to one of the food trucks. If you go to Lascolia's food truck, don't forget to pick up a cookie made by our very own faculty member Sean DeGotti, the best cookies you'll ever have.
3rd down and 10. Low snap for Lou. He gobbles it up and throws far side, and the pass incomplete. He was looking for Shelton. Shelton well covered on the play by Cornell James. And we've got another 4th and long for SI. Lou ran for 15 yards. The last time they had a 4th down, it was a 4th and 13. Now he's got a 4th and 10 from the Serra 19.
They just subbed him out. I don't know if they're going to kick a field goal or...
Looks like it. Thomas McKeon is the kicker. The long snapper, David Mannion. The holder, Lincoln Bianco. This will be a 36-yarder. And it is good. Nice kick there by Thomas McKeon.
Yeah, Thomas McKeon looks like he could play tight end. Looks like a great athlete. Just came out there and smoothed one from 36. That was nice.
So St. Ignatius with their best possession of this game. They go 16 plays and 61 yards, and it takes 7 minutes and 14 seconds to get on the scoreboard. It's now 31-3 in favor of Serra.
Well, 2:36 left here. I mean, if you're SI, you got to try to keep Serra off the board. They're going to probably try to run it at you right now, and don't let them get out on the edge or do these quick screens.
And time enough for the Serra offense, which has started the previous 3 possessions inside SI territory. This short kickoff is going to be returned from the 11 by Taufo'o. And he takes it up the right side and goes down at the 35-yard line. Padres again playing without Giovanni Henley.
Yeah.
But hasn't been noticeable as they started out fast. They went 12 plays, 67 yards for their first possession to score. 3 plays, 16 yards on their second possession. They got a field goal because of a short field on their third possession. They also got a pick 6 before a 30-yard touchdown reception for Charlie Walsh from Caleb Bandel. Bandel into the game at quarterback from the 35-yard line. He takes a shotgun snap, comes to our way, and he finds Jace Cannon. Jace Cannon makes a catch and takes a hit as he goes out of bounds. Tackle made by St. Ignatius' Brendan Foss.
Yeah, that was a late hit, I think, there. They could have easily gotten a flag. Great.
I think he was still in bounds.
Let's see, watch. Not the first hit. That's fine. But now here he's out, and that, I think, could have easily gotten flagged.
I don't know. I think he still might have been in bounds there. Pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. Bandel. Good pocket. Throws up the middle of the field and is picked off. Intercepted by Jack Farrell. Farrell takes it up the near side, past midfield. He goes out of bounds. Jack Farrell playing center field comes up with the interception for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Serra's not going to like that. I mean, there was really nothing on that pass. It was just a floating out there. Easy pick for SI sitting there playing center field. A little too greedy, too, if you think about it. I mean, they could easily work their way up the field here with a couple nice plays out on the edge.
Yeah, they start in Serra territory for the first time. And kudos to Jack Farrell. Want to give our best to his family as he lost his grandmother recently, Kathy Gannon Briggs, who was a pillar in the community in the East Bay and Pleasant Hill. She was a principal at Christ the King School, and she passed away recently, and just a great woman. Serra with the football from the Padre 47-yard line, and a nice move by Shelton as he breaks an ankle tackle and takes it inside the Serra 40-yard line.
Yeah, clock's still running.
On the reception, he's brought down by
just inside 2 minutes now. SI's got to move and get out of the huddle here and get up to the line of scrimmage.
Pickup of 8. SI looking for some momentum heading into halftime. 2nd down and 2. We're inside 2 minutes to go.
Taking a lot of time off the clock here.
They still got a couple timeouts remaining. 3 receivers to the left of Isaac Luke. Looking up the right sideline. His pass deflected away by Cornell James. He has a pick 6 in this game. He does a nice job defending Ty Hicks.
And if he wasn't there, that was going to be right in the breadbasket. Beautiful, beautiful pass here. Throws it down the field. It looks like about a 40-yard pass, just right on the money.
So Cornell James makes a play, 58-yard pick 6 earlier this quarter for James. 2nd down and 2. Handoff goes to AAA. AAA met immediately as he tries to break through, and guess who? The freshman Taupaki Latu.
God, I mean, they play him on either side of the line of scrimmage, and he is just, he's like running into a wall. Here he is on the right side.
4th down.
It's going to be 4th and a long yard to go for SI.
Once he gets his hands on you, you're not going anywhere.
And movement up front, the last thing you want on 4th and short.
Prior to the snap, we have an illegal snap infraction by the center. 5 yards, 4th down.
Center kind of double pumped on that snap.
Yeah, Lamani Fiocco, number 55 for Serra, was just about to blow that whole thing up if it had gone off well for SI. So
it makes it 4th and 6, and SI brings the punt team out there. Gabe Moore, the punter. Final minute of this first half. SI trailing Serra 31-3. Charlie Walsh back to return. He drops the punt at his 8.
Uh-oh.
And then goes down past the 10-yard line.
Charlie Wallace on the punt return. It'll be a first down.
Mundo's on the stop for SI, Trevor Cook.
Yeah, Charlie looking straight up, and it's a bright, sunny day. Sometimes it's tough to track the football. Got a little fortunate once it went down on the field. It just stayed pretty calm, and he was able to pick it up and slightly advance it upfield, or else that could have been disaster for the Padres.
Serra's got 1 timeout remaining, but again, only 35 seconds left in the half. And already up by a comfortably margin, they will decide to take a knee. So Serra looking to go to 2-0 in league. An excellent first half for the home team. The Padres lead it 31-3 at the half. You're watching Serra Padres football. This is Bay Area Sports TV.
Yeah, we came a long way, that's what the song say. And I could do all things, I could do all things. Yeah, I could do all things, yeah, we came a long way. That's what the song say. And I could do all things, I could do all things. I can do all things, yeah. I'm not afraid of the moment, I'm not afraid I can't hold it. I gotta show 'em, gotta get up in the morning. I gotta do it for Kobe, lately I'm zoning. Lately I know where I'm going, taking whatever control is. Show me opponents, show me opponents. I got a gift and I'm starting to own it. Yeah, we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things. Yeah, I can do all things, yeah, we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, and I can do all things, and I can do all things, yeah, we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things, I can do all things, yeah, we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things, I can do all things, yeah. Shout to the city that raised me, shout to the people that made me. I'm from the 80s, I don't think mumbling wavy. I grew up black on a Jay-Z, maybe I'm crazy. I ain't been wondering lately, feel like it's there for the taking. Feel like I'm good with the changes, know who I am, and that's the most dangerous statement. Yeah, we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things, yeah, I can do all things, yeah, we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things, I can do all things, yeah, we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things, I can do all things, yeah, we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things, man, I can do all things, yeah. I check the scoreboard, know what I'm good for. When I check the scoreboard, man, I'm thinking 2-4, man, that's what I'm good for, yeah. When I check the scoreboard, I know what I'm good for. When I check the scoreboard, man, I think I'm 2-4, and I know what I'm good for, yeah, cause we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things, yeah, I can do all things, yeah, we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things, I can do all things, yeah, we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things, I can do all things, yeah, we came a long way, and that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things, man, I can do all things, yeah.
Welcome back to Brady Family Stadium in San Mateo at Serra High School. The Padres of Serra leading this one by a score of 31-3 at the halftime break. The Padres got the ball first. They went down the field, 12 plays, 67 yards in 5 minutes and 7 seconds, capped off by Andrew Takapatolo's 3-yard touchdown run. So they went up 7-0 with 6:53 to go in the opening quarter. So SI got one first down, but had to punt, and on that punt, it was blocked by Serra, setting up the Padres with a short field. 16-yard line is where they started, and a couple plays later, they were in the end zone. Isaiah Singleton's 5-yard touchdown run. The extra point by Saul Marks made it 14-0. 3-play, 16-yard possession that took 55 seconds. After an SI 3-and-out, the Padres got good field position again at the SI 36-yard line. Padres didn't really move the football. They only went 1 yard, but that was enough for them to be in field goal range for the strong leg of Saul Marks. He kicked a 52-yard field goal, 1 yard shy of his school record, to make it 17-0 in the final minute of the opening quarter. On the second play of the second quarter, it was a pass that was picked off by Cornell James. He returned it 58 yards on the return. His second pick six in as many weeks made it 24-0 after the extra point. SI in their ensuing possession had a 4th down and less than a yard to go from their own 29-yard line. They went for it. They brought back in Bobby Gomez, as freshman Isaac Liu's been playing quarterback most of the time, but Gomez, who had been starting the last few weeks for SI, tried to sneak it for a first down, came up just a little bit short. Padres took over at the 30-yard line, and that's when Caleb Bandel threw a swing pass to Charlie Walsh, who took it 30 yards for the touchdown to make it 31-0 after the extra point. 1 play, 30 yards, 10 seconds. It was all Serra at that point. And the Wildcats, on their ensuing possession, had their best possession of the day. They started at their own 20, got it down to the Serra 19-yard line. The drive would stall from there, but they would kick a field goal, a 36-yard attempt from Thomas McKeon, and he got the Wildcats on the board with that field goal. 16-play, 61-yard possession. It took 7 minutes and 14 seconds. And 2 plays after that, it was the Wildcats getting an interception from Jack Farrell. Farrell took it inside Serra territory, but the SI could not capitalize. They would eventually punt it back to Serra. Serra would have one final kneel down before the end of the half, and that's where we stand right now, 31-3. Interesting enough, even though Serra has dominated this game, SI actually has more yardage in his first half. 114 yards passing for the Wildcats, 19 rushing for a total of 133 yards. Serra's got 114 total yards, 64 passing and 50 on the ground. Obviously more balanced from the Padres side. They've been fortunate because of the possessions that have started inside SI territory to help set up some of their scores, and not to mention the pick six as well. So that's that's why the yardage isn't really telling the full story in this first half.
Yeah, and I mean, with the music, I feel like I'm at the whiteout game at Penn State. But Saul Marks, I don't know if you could see him during the warm-ups there, all he did was hit 3 60-yard warm-up field goals at the break. I mean, the kid can absolutely hammer the football.
And we'll get a look at him again here on this opening kickoff of the second half. And the ball blows over. Everybody's still making their way back to their seats here from halftime. They honor the 1975 graduating class at Serra here at halftime, the 50-year anniversary of that class.
Was it the track team?
And here is Marks booting it out of the end zone. It hits the goalpost.
Jeez.
The crossbar on that goalpost.
Just a cool 70 yards.
So we saw some good things on that from SI in offense. It's really that second to last possession of the first half. They're going with their freshman quarterback, Isaac Liu, getting his first start after he was 7 of 8 passing last week against Mitty.
I think you got to let Liu get outside the pocket like we were talking in the first half and let him use his feet. I mean, if he doesn't have anything let him see if he can create something out on the edge and move upfield. He's a gifted runner, and also he's got great vision.
False start, number 77 on the offense, 5 yards.
False starts have been an issue for SI in this game. Well, I'm Stephen Shea, Pat O'Rourke with you, also on our team, cameraman Mark Williams and cameraman Joseph Garanya. Our director is Tim Banks. Pleased to have you with us here on Bay Area Sports TV. Pass far sideline is caught. That's Zooey Shelton, the leading receiver for SI, but he doesn't have much room to go there as he was immediately tackled by Aiden Labrador.
Looks like he picked up almost 5 there.
Bring up a second down.
Get back to the original line of scrimmage. Triple A, the running back, he's the one who gets the carry. But the Serra defensive line has dominated the line of scrimmage in this game. Don't allow much there. Peyton Thomas among those in on the stop.
Yeah, Peyton Thomas is just so solid in the middle of that defense. He doesn't let anybody come through there. He's pushing SI around and letting them know he's the boss of the middle today. There's no tough sledding for SI every time they try to go middle.
Thomas, Heimuli, Music, Latu on that Serra defensive line. 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. Lou, again, immediately pressured. Somehow gets away, keeping his eyes downfield. Looked like he was going to throw, and he decides to just step up and run out of bounds.
This is savvy for a freshman. I mean, does nice job of keeping his eyes upfield while he's running for his life here. He's got linebackers trying to key in on him. Right here, he thinks he's about to let it go, but he realizes, I'll hold this and not make a bad throw for an interception.
And Serra, who's had great field position all game, could have it to begin this second half. Gabe Moore punting. Charlie Walsh and Brody Smith back to return, and we have another whistle before the snap. Thrown by the back judge.
There's no flag on the play.
I think he was trying to count, thought there was 12 maybe. And
so no penalty marker on the play. It's still 4th and 12. Gabe Moore from his 8-yard line drive kick. Charlie Walsh a chance for a return here from the SI 46-yard line. He goes to his left and gets chopped down by the ankles. Tackle made by Moore, the punter. And there's another marker on the field.
I don't think Charlie saw 94 flying through there. He took a pretty good shot to the side of the leg. I don't know if we'll see that. Here's the replay. Charlie cuts it up, and thinks he's got some open space here, and then right away
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Takes a shot right to the right leg there, goes down. Nice return, but it's nullified here with a holding call.
So Serra starts right at the 50 for their first possession of the second half. They scored on their first 3 possessions of this game. William Orr, the freshman, back at quarterback. He'll hand off to Singleton. Singleton gets through the middle. Spreads it out in front of the SI sideline. Inside the 40, he's forced out of bounds by Farrell.
Yeah, looking super comfortable there. He was pointing, asking for blocks. I mean, he always stays so calm as he's going through the middle of the field. And here he's telling people where to block and kind of settles them down. And so tough to get to the ground, Singleton. Such a great athlete.
Pick up of 15 yards. This is Singleton again. again gets into the SI secondary.
Taking out number 22,
Charlie Ball, the middle linebacker, tackles him, but not before another Padre first down. 2 runs, 26 yards for Singleton to start this possession.
And the ominous Empire Strikes Back music as they march down the field on the SI Wildcats.
Another first down. Or to Singleton. This time the Wildcats do a better job. Actually, that was not Singleton, but that was Takapotola who scored the first touchdown of this game for Serra.
Yeah, he's tough. I mean, here's the replay here. He's going to go right up the middle.
Takapotola.
Really nowhere to go there, and then keeps his feet and gets an extra 2 yards.
2nd and 8 for the Padres. Takapotola stays into the game with Orr. There's Walsh going in motion. Fake it every which way. And finally, it's Mateo gambling. And not falling for it the whole way was Charlie Ball, the middle linebacker for SI. Brings him down for a loss.
And Charlie Ball is a gamer. I mean, he is all over the field today for SI. Watch him read it, get out on the edge here, and then eats this up quickly. And he is a great tackler for that defense. I think it playing at middle linebacker.
Loss of 7 on that play.
There's a lot of room out here on the right side for that bubble screen action to Charlie Walsh if they want it.
Orr. Now that shotgun snap, drops back, now tries to run for it. Ball there to meet him. He somehow split the defender there, but gets tackled near the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he got lucky there. He had the ball way out in his right hand. If he would have got wrapped there, that could have easily been a fumble. Look how he's just got the ball sitting out there. Number 9 came in to try to strip it and just barely missed it.
Of course, easily within the range of Saul Marks, who has a 52-yard field goal in this game. Now he's trying to add a 42-yarder.
It's like a chip in for Saul.
Yeah, does he even swing the leg all the way through here?
No.
He boots it. No good.
Wow.
42-yard field goal wide.
It's funny.
So he missed that one. Looks like to the right.
Looked good from here, but
His second missed field goal of the year. The other one was blocked. And SI gets the ball back. Neither team has scored here in this third quarter.
Turnover on downs gives the Wildcats a 1st and 10.
So SI starts at their 20.
1st and 10 at the 20.
wrong. I'll call you.
Freshman Isaac Liu looking right the whole way. His pass caught by Hicks. That's been his favorite target. Hicks hit immediately after the reception, but he picks up about 4.
Brought down by Modena. 2nd down.
Hicks and Shelton, the top receivers on this St. Ignatius team. Hicks 5 catches last week against Midi.
Yeah, Coach Walsh was concerned about both of them when we talked to him before the game.
Especially without Henley today. 3 receivers bunched to the left, but SI's had issues with false starts today, and there's another one.
It's too bad because if they could just kind of keep a clean sheet.
False start, number 77 on the offense, 5 yards, remains 2nd down.
They've really been behind the sticks pretty much all day, and you're already asking a freshman quarterback to come out here and make plays for you. It's tough when you're starting at 1st and 15 all day.
Second down and 11. Liu hands off. That's Triple A.
Triple A on the carry.
SI with just 18 rushing yards in the first half.
Yeah, I like that call. I don't know if we'll see it again, but I think SI's had a lot better results when they kind of try the edges here. Just really tough sledding when they try to run up the middle.
3rd down and 4 for the Wildcats. We're almost midway through this third quarter. All Serra today, 31-3 in favor of the Padres. Lou finds AAA out of the backfield. AAA makes a nice move on Medina and makes another move before going out of bounds past the first down marker.
Yeah, AAA just throwing down some moves there, some stutter stop moves. Here he is, catches it on the edge and then freezes the linebacker, comes back to the middle of the field and then decides to get back out of bounds. But really nice play by SI.
Pickup of 8 yards on that 3rd down and 4. AAA came into this game just 1 catch on the year, but a couple of catches in this contest for the junior running back for St. Ignatius. Got a new ball carrier out there right now, and a nice tough run after being initially hit in the backfield to get positive yardage for SI.
I mean, it is just tough sledding, and it has been all day for SI trying to come up and run anything up the middle of the field.
That was Casey Sue, a 680-pound junior, getting his first carry of the game for SI. And that was a nice tough run. You did not have much to work with. On 2nd and 7, we have another dead ball flag and another false start against SI.
Prior to the snap infraction by the center on SI, 5 yards, remaining 2nd down.
Now, you've been saying it all day, Pat. 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12. It's just...
It's hard to overcome all game. 3 receivers to the left. These pre-snap penalties, I mean, SI might be getting ready or just getting used to the freshman and his cadence. Sue keeps going back to each side of the quarterback, Lou, now finally on his left. Lou throws the other direction. He finds Hicks. Hicks trying to spin his way out of a tackle from Cornell James. Does a good job fighting for yards. He still hasn't gone down. He gets almost all the way to the first down marker.
Yeah, Hicks is just, he's been really a star today for SI. They isolate him a lot here on the edge, and then he just is going to fight for this next 6-7 yards.
First down, Wildcat.
You got the lineman there pulling him downfield. Late whistle, so they give him the first down actually after all of that. So that was pretty impressive by SI to pick that up.
Hicks doing a lot of work for that 12-yard first down. Second first down of this possession for the Wildcats. They'll hand off with Sue. Sue with some yards between the tackles. He gets close to another first down, maybe a yard shy inside Serra territory.
Yeah, like you said, Pat, he really is a tough runner. Here he is. He's going to try that right edge, kind of loosens him up, and he sees that he can break it back inside. He's got a little daylight in there. Finally gets wrapped up, almost picking up the first down.
It is short.
2nd and 1. Sue stays into the game. He gets another handoff, and he's got a first down. It was a good job following his blockers between the tackles and takes it inside the Serra 40.
Yeah, he's crafty. I mean, he stays patient when he gets the football, and he used that first lead blocker really well, and he's able to fall forward there, picks up the first down for the Wildcats.
They started at their own 20, now at the Serra 39.
Wildcat first down at the Padre 39.
Maybe see if he can get Lou out on the edge here. Get somebody breaking downfield for him.
It's the Lou and Sue backfield again, and a handoff to Sue. And Sue's got nowhere to go this time.
I think that was big 5-5.
Sue on the carry.
Here's the replay here. He wasn't having it. Just went right past his blocker and
second down.
took Sue to the mat.
Limani Fahoko with that stop.
He's
First team All-League player last year in the West Catholic League.
He's a problem.
Terrific talent. They'll be playing Division I football. Isaac Liu throwing. Far sideline, pass complete. That's the tight end, Elijah Farah.
Yeah,
Came into this game, 7 catches, 74 yards.
Yeah, nice hookup there for SI. Lou, quickly looks out, sees that he's got his tight end out there on the edge, and just throws a nice catchable ball right on him. Puts it right on him, on target. And SI now syncing up on some plays here, marching down the field.
Pickup of 9 brings up 3rd down and 3. SI's had the football for over 5 minutes here. Remember, they had that long possession that went over 7 minutes near the end of the first half when they settled for the field goal. On play action, Lou dropping back further, now wants to step up. On the move, his pass far sideline, caught by his guy Hicks. First down.
Man, you gotta love this little freshman. I mean, he's a gamer. I mean, he stays alive in the pocket. The pocket's about to break down on him. He's about to take off and run, and then he realizes, oh, I'll just get out here and throw it to my favorite target.
Good chemistry between him, Lou, the freshman, and the senior Hicks. Pickup of 3, first down SI. Lou looking Farrell's way. Farrell makes the catch, fighting to get to the 20. Jack Farrell came in, 7 catches, 70 yards on the season, and the 5'11", 185-pound senior who has an interception in this game, a little slow to get up, maybe working out some cramps.
Yeah, it does look like it could be a cramp.
And he goes down.
Yeah, he's trying to stretch it out.
Officials timeout.
Padre football brought to you by Innovative Mechanical Incorporated.
Nice play. I mean, Lou got that ball out there on the edge pretty quickly. I mean, he's got a good arm. He can move the ball around. I mean, that's a far throw. He gets it out on the edge quickly.
Contractors serving the Bay Area since
Padres did a nice job in keeping that for going for any serious yardage. So
don't forget, along with all the food trucks we got out back, we got our Gear Gremlin robotics team under the tent by the scoreboard.
6-yard pickup there will make it 2nd and 4 for SI.
All those international trips they make, because they're winning all those awards and all those competitions, and we congratulate them for that, the Gear Gremlin.
The breeze is picked up here today on the second half. They got a nice, constant, probably 10-mile-an-hour breeze kicking through.
Jack Farrell.
Farrell walks off on his own power.
Yeah, it looks like he could be cramping up a little. This would be big. I mean, just for the confidence of this young quarterback to be able to march down the field here and maybe see if they can stick it in the end zone for a touchdown.
They've had the football for almost 6 minutes. Lou, pressured from behind, gets it into the end zone, and the pass is caught by Zooey Shelton. A 23-yard touchdown hookup from Isaac Lou.
Wow. When you watch this back, Pat, you'll see, I mean, he's getting hit or grabbed as he's throwing this football, and he's still able to just zing this thing. I mean, I think only because he was hit was it a little behind the receiver, but watch here, he's being grabbed, and he still throws it.
Yeah, got a lot on that, even though the guy was grabbing him as he was throwing the football.
What a play by the freshman for SI. That's a big deal for SI to march all the way down and really do a great job on that drive and get a touchdown.
And the extra point is good for kicker Thomas McKeon. And we've got a 31-10 game as SI gets their first touchdown of the afternoon. We'll take a timeout on the audio side. You're watching on Bay Area Sports TV.
Padre football brought to you by Celia's Mexican Restaurant with 8 locations in the Bay Area. 2 locations are right here in San Mateo on Peninsula Ave and on Campus Drive. Stop by after the game. Celia's since 1968.
Play 80-yard drive, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Isaac Liu hooks up with Zooey Shelton. Shelton's 6th receiving touchdown of the year. Leading receiver for this team, honorable mention West Catholic League player last year, Shelton. 6 minute, 10-second possession. So a nice drive by the visitors. And give them credit. They fell behind 31-0 this game, now within 31-10 as Jace Cannon gets another kick return chance.
For the Padres.
And Serra, whose offense has stalled a little bit here, will get a chance to get going again. Padres' last score was with 9:50 to go in the second quarter. That was the Charlie Walsh 30-yard touchdown catch that made it 31-0. Now 31-10 with 103 to go in the third quarter. William Orr, the freshman, takes a snap behind center. He hands off Singleton, who's got a big hole. Singleton across midfield, down the near sideline. Finally taken down shy of the SI 25. They'll mark him out at the 26.
And we talked about at the start of the game, he is a handful once he gets out in the open field. He's tough to bring down, and he kind of proved that right here as he breaks through, and then he's going to try to drop it here in this second gear and get out. Ooh, you see non-contact. Wildcat just went down on the ground. Mike on with a cramp. They're stretching him out right now, but Singleton was not going to be tackled on this play. Look at the leg strength on him.
Finally forced out by Luke Van de Broek. And you've got, yes, another SI player, and that's a really good first-team all-league player, Ty Hicks.
Yeah, we don't want to see that.
We've done these afternoon games here at Serra, the third one we've done, and we've seen, of course, our share of cramps in each of these games we've done. SI has had a couple here in this third quarter.
He's not moving like he's keeping that left foot really tight, so let's hope it's just a cramp.
49-yard pickup for Singleton on that run to the SI 26.
It'll be a 1st and 10. Football resting at the 26-yard line.
Handoff Singleton again up the middle, and again a nice hole before he's tackled by Brendan Foss.
He's getting comfortable up there, and then Sarah's line, you have to hand it to him. They're moving people off the line of scrimmage here. Watch the blocking up front. He's got some nice space here, 55, 57. I mean, he's got all day in the middle there to make decisions and get what he wanted.
He picks up 7, and Sarah's in the red zone. Could be the final play of this third quarter.
I don't know if he's going to hike it.
And I guess he does not have to. So that will take us to the end of the third quarter. It's Serra 31, St. Ignatius 10. You're watching on Bay Area Sports TV.
Tradition at Serra heading into the fourth quarter. We ask all fans, Wildcats and Padres, come together, show your...
Along with Stephen Shea, I'm Pat O'Rourke. Pleased to have you with us as we bring you West Catholic League football from San Mateo. Serra Padres leading the St. Ignatius Wildcats 31-10 as we start the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Padres from the SI 19-yard line. It's a handoff to Isaiah Singleton. Makes a nice cutback between the tackles and takes it into the end zone. His 2nd touchdown of the day. This one from 19 yards out. 37-10 Serra.
Yeah, I mean, just really pushing this whole drive. They just decided to just play some smash mouth football and hand it to Singleton, and he just did the rest here. The line of just pushing people around, and you give Singleton that much room up front, he's a real problem to get down to the floor, and he proved it right there, taking it all the way to the house.
So a response by Serra, 3 Singleton runs, goes 75 yards, the last one 19 on this possession. And the Saul Marks extra point makes it 38-10. 3 plays, 75 yards. In a minute 20. And Serra's got their first points since early in the second quarter and are up by 4 touchdowns again.
Serra Notre Dame University. Big Auto supports all Tri-School members.
Well, I mean, I think if you're SI, you want to come out and see if you could just do what you did last time and sync up some great runs and some nice pass plays and see. But now you've got, I don't know if Hicks is going to be able to come back out and play in this drive with, you know, obviously we're hoping that that was just cramps that he had, but he's their star on the edge catching passes, so that'll be a big blow to SI if Hicks cannot come back out here.
SI, tough start to this league schedule. They played Midi last week, who clearly is a very good team this year, 4-1 now and 2-0 in league. And then Serra, and then they're at Reardon next week are the Wildcats. Reardon the favorite in the West Catholic League. But of course, teams like Serra and Midi will have something to say about that. Even St. Francis hoping to be in the mix there. Marks kickoff.
Jeez.
Kickoff into the
Again,
end zone.
easily a touchback.
Wildcats at the 20.
Just underway in the second quarter, or the fourth quarter of this game. Along with Stephen Shea, Pat O'Rourke, also on our crew, Mark Williams, Joseph Garanya, and our director, Tim Banks.
Yeah, Coach Walsh giving Sal Marks a nice high five, really appreciating the weapon that he is. Just nice to have a kicker that's just ranked in the top 10 in the United States.
Lou will hand off to Sue. Sue running off the left side.
And no Hicks out there on the field right now for SI.
Tackle made by Aaron Mayer. Hicks leaving with cramps on that last Serra possession.
Leon on the step. Second down.
Pickup of 2. It's 2nd and 8. Isaac Liu in his first varsity start at quarterback. The freshman throws near side of the field. Pass caught by Shelton. Tackle made by Labrador. Shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
To Shelton.
That's a good ball too. Lou drops back. He knows what he's got here. He's got some room out there on
the stop.
out in the flat, and he just
Third
lets
short.
it go immediately.
Pickup of 7 to make it 3rd and 1.
Have to be impressed with the freshman today for SI.
And another dead ball penalty.
Prior to the snap.
This is the thing that's happened with this young SI team, are these dead ball penalties, and particularly in spots like this, you make a 3rd and 1, now 3rd and 6.
Great sign for SI. Here comes Hicks back out on the field. He'll be out on the right side of this line. See if he can help him pick up this first down.
Luke Triboulet, the running back to his left. Low snap, Lou on the move. His pass incomplete. He was looking for Farah, but Farah had
Broken up by Aaron
Mayer all over him.
Yeah, great play by Mayer. Here, ball comes over, comes out of there late, and Mayer's now locked up with the receiver and just steps in front.
It's a 4th down.
Great defensive play there by Mayer.
And that brings up 4th down for St. Ignatius. So they'll have to punt. Again, Brody Smith and Charlie Walsh back to return. Gabe Moore, the punter, averaging 31 yards per punt this season. Good punt here. Walsh lets it bounce. Try to wave his teammate out of the way, and then Walsh makes the catch off the bounce and tried to run with it, but he already called a fair catch.
Oh, they just threw a flag on him too.
Yeah, you kind of forget when you make that fair catch call. When it bounces, you still can't.
Yeah, it bounced so nice right in front of him. He's like, wait a minute, I can take this down the field.
9:45 to go at Brady Family Stadium. Serra Padres on their way to going to 2-0 in West Catholic League play. The question is, can they win out heading into their season finale against Reardon? That will be played here under the lights that they'll bring in for that game on November 7th. Of course, that's a long ways away. They do have plenty of games to play between them, but that's something that is very realistic for the Padres, is to, after losing these 3 brutal non-league games, they still have a chance to win out in West Catholic League play. They've got this game today to go to 2-0 in the league, and then at Sacred Heart Cathedral, they'll be favored in that contest next week. Then home against St. Francis, at Midi, home against Bellarmine, and home against Reardon. And the hole up the middle is good for Takapotoa as he brings it out past the 45-yard line, about a yard shy of the first.
Talk about Olo.
He's cramping too. Number 22, Hall, is cramping up. He's going to try to stay out there. He's a tough kid.
2nd down.
Two linebackers for SI, 22 and 44, have had great games today. They're all over the field making tackles.
Padres would be happy for a real time-consuming possession here to run out most of this remaining clock. Here's Orr on play action. Now he's looking deep. He's got a man downfield, and it's through Chase Cannon's arms. Behind him was Brody Smith, who was wide open as well. I'm not even sure who that was intended for because they were both down the field.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. That here's the replay here. It's not very often you're going to have 2 receivers cross right into the same catch line, and A little late there.
See, Smith was the one who was really wide open on that play. I'm not sure if he would have caught that if Cannon didn't reach up to get it.
No, that's what I kind of think it was for Cannon, but
it's a penalty against Serra anyway.
White hat dude says holding on the Padres.
So the holding call is going to make it 2nd and 11. William Orr got extensive playing time last week against Valley Christian in the league opener. Turned it into a start today. Pass near sideline, behind and too high for his intended target, Smith, who was covered by Shelton.
Yeah, I mean, the freshman's got a cannon. I mean, he can really rip the football. He put probably a little too much heat here, and this ball was behind his receiver, but you can just watch. When he sets his feet, he can absolutely fling it.
Third and 11 now for the Padres, who had 2nd and 1 moments ago. Orr with trips to his right, Cannon in the slot. Has a good pocket here, but it's going to go on the move to his right. And Charlie Ball, read it, the middle linebacker, brings him down for the sack.
Charlie Ball's had such a great game today. Charlie waited on him. He was probably almost acting as a spy, and he decided to just get into cheetah mode here, right here. He's coming.
Yeah, I think Orr, and of course he's just a freshman. These guys are learning, how to deal with anything. But I think he could have just stayed in the pocket there and bought himself a little bit more time, because the Serra offensive line had done a good job giving him protection. So the first punt of the day. And Marks, with that strong leg, kicks it away. Cole Molinari trying to chase it, picks it up all the way at his own 10-yard line. Gets hit at the 20 and then goes down.
Nice return by Molinari. Just put his shoulder down and got an extra 5 yards there. It took a big hit, but big punt. Came down there really quickly, got on top of the receiver. He handled it well and able to get a pretty nice return back upfield for SI.
Less than 8 minutes to go. Serra up 38-10. They led 31-3 at the half. SI has not quit. They got a young team. They're playing with a lot of energy out there as a pass the far sideline is dropped. It was a good ball by Lou, but Shelton couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, that's surprising. Shelton's usually sure-handed. Lou, I like the play call. They got him on the move, and he's moving out, and he puts the ball right on him. Very catchable ball. It's kind of shocking that he didn't haul that in.
2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Handoff to Triboulet. Triboulet outraces a couple defenders to the sideline and gets tackled shy of the 35-yard line.
Carry. Fair on the stop.
Nice play here by SI to get out on the edge. That's where they've had success running the football. Triboulet does a nice job here, almost getting a first down.
Pickup of 9. It's 3rd and 1. And nowhere to go for Sue. Casey Sue has had some good runs in this second half, but Serra didn't give him a chance here
Yeah, 29. I don't know if he's a new linebacker that just came in.
Number 29.
Cash Penasini,
Cash Penasini,
sophomore.
Fourth down.
sophomore, putting the hit stick on.
4th and 1. Wildcats going for it. They'll give it to Sue again. Sue trying to hit that hole hard and giving everything he can to get across the 35-yard line.
I don't think they're going to give it to
The
him.
far lines judge is walking right on that 35-yard line. But they're going to mark him, yes, well shy. And that is going to be a turnover on downs to the Padres.
Yeah, I'm so surprised that SI continues to try to run the football up the middle.
So 6:09 to go. It's Serra football at the 34-yard line of St. Ignatius. Wildcats been trailing at Serra all day. Serra led 31-0 early in the second quarter. Handoff goes to Takapatolo, and he gets wrestled to the turf past the 30-yard line. Tackle made by the Wildcats, Tommy Bennett.
Brought down by Bennett.
Takapatolo and Serra have just decided to go straight up the middle of the field right now for the last few possessions.
Switch your mindset to.
Give Takapatolo 8 yards on that one. 2nd and 2. Give it to him again. And he's got a first down. Tackled this time by Logan Wittenberg.
First down, Padres.
2 runs for Takapatolo, net 13 yards. It's 1st and 10 from the SI 21.
I'm sorry,
Takapatolo goes off the left side, inside the 10 to the end zone. He's got his 2nd touchdown of the day. Andrew Takapatolo, who scored the first touchdown of the game, makes it 44-10.
Yeah, nice play for the Padres. Little kind of a delayed handoff off the left edge. Really not a lot of resistance out there on the edge for SI. SI's looking like they've been taking the pounding against the run here. The whole kids, all the kids seem like they're a little tired right now.
3-play, 34 yards in a minute 12. The extra point by Marks makes it 45-10. Serra, 4:56 to go. You're watching on Bay Area Sports TV.
We are operating under running clock rules.
The running clock is in effect now, so it is running, as you can see on your screen. As Serra goes up by 35 on the Andrew Takapatolo 21-yard scoring run. He scored the first touchdown of the day when he ran it in from 3 yards out. And Serra on their way to defeating St. Ignatius for the 18th time in the last 20 meetings. This is the 60th meeting all time between these programs. And Marks will kick it out of the end zone.
First down, Wildcats at the 20.
And you get that running clock going, you can get almost a couple of minutes of go by before you actually run another offensive play.
Yeah, this one's a wrap in the books for the Serra Padres. They came out today and started really fast. Like you said, Pat, they got great field position. That's why it was kind of shocking to see that they didn't have the overall yardage numbers that we thought they might have in that first half. It's because of where they started. And they've just executed really well on the run and a lot of these kind of short passes. Great defense for the Padres today, too.
Yes, that's what helped setting up with that great field position today as SI with their freshman quarterback, Lou, rolling to his left. Far sideline. His pass is complete for a Wildcat first down as he finds Jake Batchelder for the first time today.
I mean,
first down, Wildcats.
I really like when you watch Lou. He is just so comfortable throwing while he's on the move, and he's very accurate, great athlete. He's able to keep his eyes upfield too. He's very poised for a freshman.
13-yard pickup there as we're inside 3 minutes ago. This time he rolls our way and throws upfield. He's got a man. That pass is complete inside Serra territory. Hawks Packard on the reception to sophomore.
On the reception.
Another dime by Lou. Just
down by
kind of slowly collects himself. He's watching. He's got his target and just puts it right on him. Beautiful pass
today. Eileen, you're the best.
By the freshman.
And you knew this was going to be a transition year for St. Ignatius of all the talent they lost from last year's team that won the CCS Open Championship. But they are seeing some good young players, including the freshman quarterback Isaac Liu, but other players as well that you can see as some building blocks for the future of this program, as they'll be a tougher one to reckon with next year and the year after. Here's Liu. Has to step up on the move. He goes down inside the SI 45. Right there to make sure he went down was Justin Klein.
Yeah, Justin Klein got lucky because if he had hit him almost hit him up in the head area, Lou slides right here at the end and oof.
Lou, okay, he's ready to take this snap from the shotgun on 2nd and 6. Again, running clock here in the final 5 minutes. Lou pump fakes and throws. He's got a man downfield, but behind his intended target, Batchelder.
Yeah, that was probably one of a pass that Lou would love to have back. If he could have led him, this probably is a touchdown, and it just got a little away from him behind his receiver, and not his best pass of the day.
We're now inside the final minute. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays for St. Ignatius. Serra up 45-10. Here's Lou's pass, again behind Hawks Packard. Serra, meanwhile, they're scoring 40 again. It's an interesting, when you talk about their first 5 games, they've scored 40 or more in 3 of those games, and the other 2, they got shut out. But, of course, the 2 shutouts came on the hands of 2 teams that are ranked among the very best in the country, 2 top 20 teams nationally. Number 1 ranked St. John Bosco, and De La Salle is ranked in the top 20, and a couple national polls. It's 4th down and 6. He throws far side again, going down to almost to a knee to make that catch is Batchelder. He gets tackled inside the 30-yard line, and that's going to be the final play of this game. Serra wins by the final score of 45-10, and they go to 2-0 in West Catholic League play. There's a 3-way tie for first place in the West Catholic League. You've got Reardon, Mitty, and now Serra joins the group at 2-0 in league play.
Well, fun to watch. You know, we knew Serra was definitely going to be the favorite today. They came out early and did what was advertised. They got up early on SI. SI actually, came back and showed some grit and fight there in that second half. But, Serra, like you talked about, the Reardon game coming up at the end of the year is probably what everybody's looking for. But it sounds like Mitty might have something to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Serra, they've got a real chance after this 0-3 start against 3
Safe travels, Bernie.
Major high caliber opponents with Folsom, De La Salle, and St. John Bosco. A real chance to put together a 6-game winning streak heading into that Reardon showdown. They still have to win some games in between, but next week at Sacred Heart Cathedral. Sacred Heart Cathedral's not a bad team, but Serra's certainly favored in that one. Home against St. Francis 2 weeks from today. That's always a good battle when Serra plays St. Francis. I mean, they've been the cream of the crop, those two programs in the West Catholic League in the last several years, and so that will be a real good one. But St. Francis appears to be a little down from what they normally are this year. Then after that, you've got the game at Midi, which they'll play at Foothill College in Los Altos Hills, and then home against Bellarmine, which should be a win before that showdown with Reardon in early November.
Well, they just went out early and they played 3 of the toughest teams in the state of California, and it made them, now when they take the field, they seem so poised. They've played the best of the best competition-wise, so they feel, all the positions that when you watch the kids from the start of the season till now, they're very calm. When they catch the ball. One of the kids that stood out to me today was Charlie Walsh. Charlie made some plays in the first and second half, and really also looks like he's growing up before our eyes. When he catches the football, he's not rushed, and he's a really electric playmaker. So his dad's got to be pretty happy watching him fly around and make plays.
And St. Ignatius, they fall to 1-4, 0-2 in league. I mean, they've got a young team. Obviously, this isn't the way they want to start, but you lose your starting quarterback second game of the year. They do have some bright side for the future with Isaac Liu, the freshman quarterback. Obviously, did some really good things today, and he'll be interesting to watch. They got another tough game next week, does SI, when they play at Reardon, but their young players are making strides, and that's all you can ask for if you're head coach Jawan Lawson.
And William Moore, the freshman quarterback for Serra, I mean, he looked calm today. He threw some really nice balls. He's able to put touch on these long, deep passes. And, you've got some great receivers here at Serra that can bring the ball down. Today, the catch of the day has to maybe go to Jace Cannon, that long pass down the left sideline where he just had 2 defenders draped all over him, and he was able to take it right out of the sky with just 2. Puts his hands up there and takes it to the ground and secures the catch. That was, I think, catch of the day for me.
Serra wins it 45-10 over St. Ignatius. Padres are now 2-3, but more importantly, 2-0 in league. SI falls to 1-4 and 0-2 in West Catholic League play. Thanks to the rest of our crew, Mark Williams and Joseph Garanya, our director Tim Banks. For Stephen Shea, I'm Pat O'Rourke signing off. Serra wins it over St. Ignatius, 45-10 the final score. You've been watching on Bay Area Sports TV.